Hey everybody, my name is Madeleine Burroughs and I am the National Sales Manager for EMSI. And back at the room back there, I have Alex Mon, who's my Operations Manager at EMSI. And we're happy to be a proud partner with TrialWorks. And we offer record retrieval services within the integration of TrialWorks. And we already have customers and are very happy to work with them in TrialWorks, but we're so happy to be here to talk to some new folks. And I know I only have a couple of minutes to get through this so we can start the demo. And that's the most important part of this presentation, so I want to get to it. Just real quick, we're actually, it says over 40 years, but we're at 45 years of record retrieval. We retrieve about 2.5 million records a year. And within the system, and it's going to be accessible to you guys, we have over 800,000 facilities already on our search. So once you're in your system, you'll see it today on the demo. And we also have 35,000 special authorizations already available to you. We have a team that updates all this information on a regular basis. And we're cycling about 18 days, depending on what the situation is. You know, some of the facilities can be longer, and we can be as fast as same day. It just depends on the situation. And what's more important for you is that when you do sign up with us within TrialWorks, the most common question I get is, are there any setup fees? And there are not. There is not a fee to set us up within your system. Once you get the demo, watch the demo, let us know if you're interested. I will contact you and then we can get you started right away. But I'm going to turn it over to Eric to go ahead and get him started. And Eric, I wanted to go ahead and say to you, we have a limited amount of time. So if you want to have another demo for you or your team, Marta is the person that you'll be contacting at TrialWorks. If you have any questions, obviously that's my contact information. You also have my business card in front of you. And a couple of things, since we're not going to have a lot of time for Q&A, one of the things I'd like you to do, you could either email me directly or fill out one of the surveys and write it on the survey, all of your questions. And what I'm going to do is by the end of the week, I'm going to create a Q&A page for you and send it to everyone so that you have all the questions answered from everybody. All right, let's get rolling.
So to do a medical request, I can easily go to the medical tab. I can click the green plus sign because I'm going to create a new entry. Hit the drop down, choose my provider, choose my data treatment if I've got it. At that point, I can go down to online medical request. It's going to bring up your EMSI settings, showing the provider, the client, scanned medical authorization with the request. Yes, I want to select that file. So when that file's here on our desktop or wherever you have it, you can double click, bring that PDF in. Select the user that's going to receive those updates. Then it goes to our record type. What are we looking for? I can come in and choose my start date and end date. It's up to whatever you want to put in. If you knew the incident was, this week, choose it. If I know it was the 26th, go ahead. It's a medical record and any instructions that I want to give to that provider. So I can say, please don't send me older records, just records as of July 26th, 2019, or whatever you want to put in there. That's your prerogative. So, let me come back over. Hey. So then I can request records. Your medical record is being processed. So at this point, you can see that the request has been made. So when I hit the drop down, I can now see this top record of mine where the request has been made. In TrialWorks, we have a TrialWorks service that will go out once the records are done or completed by EMSI. They are associated to that request. So that request number will go to, or the records will go to that associated number. So when EMSI uploads it, it comes straight to the medical record tab right next to it. So you don't have to worry, you know, are they coming in, or how are they doing this, or how are they doing that? When you come in, you'll get an email that says, hey, these records have been updated, and boom, they're right next to it, right next there. So then all I have to do is click on it, and it's going to give me those medical records. Ready to go. Again, 70% of our time is spent chasing someone else for records. Why not put that on somebody else? Let them handle it, because that's what they do. That's what they do all day. Let them handle it for you. Free up to do other things, to do more business that comes in. Let somebody else handle it. Put the burden on them, because everybody knows if you've done this, it takes forever sometimes to get medical records. Why fight with them? You know, why sit there and fight and argue with them? Let somebody else fight and argue. I've got other things to do and less stress to worry about. So it automatically associates those right there for you. Is there any questions at all? And again, this integration is in and ready to be used right now. If you have an EMSI account, we can easily get it set into your global settings in TrialWorks, so you can start using it today.
Eric, we do have a question.
Go.
The question is, what if you request updated records a couple of times? Where would the third updated records be saved?
So any associated records or records that come with it will always go to your more links. So as you see that, you'll see this list grow. Because again, it's always going to reference that request number. So go to more links automatically? Correct, because it'll only hold one record in the records field. Yeah. So if you're a person putting it in file, it'll tell you, hey, this is already there. But it doesn't know, because it's automatically being uploaded, so it goes straight to more links.
Yeah, you have the ability to create reports within your system. So for example, if you have a weekly meeting to review your cases and need updated information on your medical records, you're able to do that from your reporting system as well. Then a lot of this folks, the feedback I'm getting from all of the firms so far that we have with TrialWorks say that that's very helpful for them, because it helps organize their meetings when they have them on a weekly basis.
All right.
We have a question. The question is, do the medical records come in certified through EMSI, or is that something you need to request specially?
The question is, do they come in certified? And the answer is, and I have Alex here, but I'm fairly certain that if you want them certified, you'll need to let us know.
And again, that's where you can click on that online medical request, make a note, and let them know you want those items certified.
Alex, did you want to add anything to that, or? Okay, so you can do it at the beginning when you ask for the request. You just need to make sure that when you hit the affidavit button or check that box.
Okay.
And you know, like I said, I would encourage you to have a separate demo with us, so that all these little details going through every single item, we can take as much time as necessary to go through those items based on your needs, step by step. Yes. Yes, sir.
I've asked this at your meeting.
Okay.
Most important factor in deciding what to request for a client.
So the question had to do with whether or not we assist with the high-tech rules, and the answer is yes, we do. We work as much as we can with the facilities to make sure. Now, can we promise 100%? No, because we're still working on your behalf. Some of these facilities, I think you mentioned one in specific facility that's particularly difficult. But a lot of times what you'll see is just the final number. Very, very often we get these $3,000, $5,000, whatever $1,000 bill. We'll actually push back, and then you'll only see the $650 plus our fee. Yeah, and
Or the other alternative is to let us know you that.
absolutely. In the account, yeah, in the account setup process, we ask you to provide us a maximum fee. So for example, if you prefer us to contact you for anything over $100, for example, we would contact you and make sure that we'd ask you first for permission. before we go forward with the request.
Cool.
Yeah, want to make sure we stay on time.
Yes.
There you go.
Thank you so much. Diane, does that help?
It does, thank you.
Awesome.
Like I said with everybody, if you have questions, absolutely either email me directly or add it to that survey that I provided. And I'm going to get all the answers together on one document and just send it to everybody.
All right. So we've done the medical record requests, and of course that is wonderful if you have EMSI. It just makes your life easier. Again, I have been there, done the medical record stuff, and sometimes it's like pulling teeth. Other times you have a great working relationship with that provider and you don't want to use the service because I can pick up the phone, call them, and they'll just give them to me. For those that you have problems with, definitely EMSI is the way to go with it.